What is going on, everybody? We got a big video for you guys, a very, very big one, because there's some drama going around inside of the Fortnite space, and it's caused by your boy, by our boys, our favorite Fortnite content creator, Nick830. So Nick830 recently has been making some very questionable comments about his favorite game, Fortnite. First, he was talking about Fortnite viewership dying. Then he was saying how Arc Raiders is so much better than Fortnite, and that Fortnite needs to make some changes, and that games are boring to watch. Till now. And what he said was that Shockwaves should be vaulted. And if I find the clip, I'll play it for you guys right now.
Bro really is a one-trick pony. Bro really is. He's gonna Shockwave again. God, Shockwaves are so cheap, bro. Like, oh my God, that's all he knows how to do. Oh, how did he? Okay. Dang, bro is so bad at this game. Are you gonna Shockwave again, bro? That's actually so stupid. You got another Shockwave? Oh my God, bro. Oh my God.
So he said right there that he thinks Fortnite Shockwave should be vaulted because people are rushing, people are fleeing away as well. That was also a big issue, or I don't even really call it an issue. It's more of just like I would call it like a preference. I wouldn't even call it an issue, but people have been using Shockwave since Chapter 1. It's literally been in the game for like, what, like 7 years. These Shockwave items that fling you across the map with no fall damage. And I'm just explaining what it is, right? People have been complaining about it. Most likely him and his little 5-year-old fan base. They've been saying that people are rushing with these items too much. And then when you go to kill somebody, they're eluding the fight too much with it. And that it was getting really annoying, right? But whatever, that's just Nick830's take. But what happened recently was that Fortnite vaulted the Shockwaves. Isn't that a coincidence that they would get rid of the Shockwaves as soon as he said, and it was a viral clip on Twitter or X.com and on a stream saying that Shockwave should not be in the game. They're overpowered. People are using it too much, or it has to be other mobility substitutions other than the Shockwave items. And then the Shockwaves got vaulted. So this has really sparked a big outrage. If Epic Games is catering towards these creators for inputs on their game, or if they're actually doing what they said was and looking at their own data and player feedback rather than just taking the word of big creators. Because video games do this. They did it with, I know this is like a niche kind of reference, they did it with Battlefield when said they wanted a battle royale and Black Ops and Battlefield, and it needs a battle royale, and then it just died, right? So a little bit of that, and what I'm trying to say is they're doing that here, where they're taking all these creators' opinions rather than the actual players' feedback, because I would say majority of players love Shockwaves. It's never been a problem in the entire years of Fortnite, and I don't know why it's suddenly a problem now, just because he's getting rushed by people, and there's tons of mobility already in the game, so I would not call it like a mobility, too much mobility or anything like that. We literally have cars, which are like the best mobility in the game. As for player holded items, I think crash pads are in the game. You have that flying item, which has the thing that goes in your back, like the jetpack thing, the wingsuit, which is a risk reward item. So if you want to flee or want to rush somebody, you're putting yourself out in the open. So if you use it, you better go behind cover, right? And yeah, there's already tons of good mobility, and maybe it could use a couple more mobilities. I would love to see like some Rift-to-goes in the game, back in the game. More specifically, the Rift fish, because fish has been dead for years. They have not been updating fish at all. It's kind of sad. I remember back in Chapter 2, every season you would get new fish, and the fish catalog, which is completely gone up here. But the fact that they got rid of these Shockwaves as soon as Nick830 started complaining about it is pretty suspicious in my personal opinion. I'm really hoping they're not getting all these opinions of these streamers rather than the player base. It's kind of hard to get the view of the player base because majority of the player base does not express their views online on like these social media apps like Twitter or fucking X or whatever, Reddit. And I actually tried opening that because I thought that was the one from Chapter 3. I missed that. I missed Chonkers as well. Break these. But yeah, honestly, they can't get these people's opinions anymore. I mean, they have the in-game voting or the in-game system where like after when you die or something, go back to the lobby, it'll ask what you think about this item, etc. But like, it's just so outdated. Like, who actually even uses that? Let me know in the comments. Like, when I see that, I kind of just skip ahead or select whatever. Maybe it's just my ADHD brain. can't really handle that, but I don't really like it. And the UI on it, it's all just too slow. Personally, if they want to do something like that, I feel like in the game there has to be something like a whole dedicated page for it or something. And even like the emails, they don't really matter. I feel like the way Fortnite is getting feedback is just terrible in my personal opinion. But that does not excuse them getting the opinion of content creators and basing their entire opinions off these content creators and changing the entire game for us players who are just trying to have fun. Because I actually really love Shockwaves. Not really for rushing people, but majority for like running away. Because people in Fortnite nowadays, they will chase you down to the ends of the earth. Oh, we got the triangle. They'll chase you down to the end of the map to kill you. Like, these guys are sweaty. They'll find a car. They'll rift. They'll do something. They'll chase you at the end of the map just to take you out. And just an emote on you. So Shockwaves is a big thing for me and just not in the game anymore. So it does kind of suck. Oh, also launch pads are in the game too. I should probably take that for mobility. These are just... I'm gonna be honest, I haven't even played the South Park update, so I'm still getting to know it. Like, I don't even remember this gun. I'm guessing this is new. Flex SMG. It looks like the that's the gun from World War II right there. That's like the that's the grease gun. We got the grease gun in the game. Or is that the Sten? I forgot. No, it's a grease gun, I'm pretty sure. But it does suck, so now I can't run away. I'm gonna be dying more. But it's not really even about the Shockwaves themselves. And Nick A30 is like posted some memes about it on Twitter. He's posting the picture of himself, like somebody pulls up to me, I'm shockwaving. So he's obviously taking advantage of the situation for more views and stuff. But I think it's a lot bigger than that, than views. And I really hope Fortnite isn't getting all their decisions from these creators. Because even these creators, like, you got to remember who these guys are. A lot of them just, like Nick A30, they don't really identify with a player base, in my personal opinion. Like, they could definitely have input. I'm not saying they can't have no input because you're a content creator. I'm just saying you can't have like an Epic Games employee seeing your big clip and then going in and changing the item. And I want to say specifically what the developers of Fortnite responded to these allegations that they are basing their opinions or basing their in-game changes off these content creators. This is the design director of Fortnite, by the way. Hopefully, hold up. I'll try to kill this guy real quick. Oh, that's an NPC. He's up here. All right, got him. Does this heal me? Okay, no, that's literally just for invisibility. Oh, I already had... All right, I don't have one on me. Also, I gotta take this. The shotgun. They got a... I don't know if they buffed it, but it's terrible. I guess I'll just do the slurp juice. All right, we got to get the zone. And I want to read the tweet specifically. So the design director said, "This is fundamentally not the case. The team came to their own conclusions and don't make decisions unilaterally based on a single opinion. The start of season 1 had a combat fleeing issue that can spoil engagements. The team felt like this needed a meta change, and I support intentional experimentation. Like anything, the team will monitor to refine and balance in future updates based on internal data and sentiment, with Fortnite having a great track record of vaulting/unvaulting items. If we are being honest with ourselves, as much as we love shockwaves, is it actually skillful to just throw one shockwave at your feet and immediately be able to escape an engagement? I'd love to read your respectable opinions on this, for and against. Is it skill? Is it crutch? Is the item a necessity? Are there other ways to rotate that are underutilized? To conclude, we shouldn't tolerate targeting individual members of the community or the team. No one person changes Fortnite. It's always a team effort and a community effort. Thank you." All right, so there's a lot to unpack there, first of all. And the fact, and this is so weird when he brings up like, oh, is it skillful to throw one at your feet and immediately, like, that can be like yoinked to so many items that it's so weird that he's saying that, because like the Shockwaves has been in the game multiple times, so many times in chapter 1, and the fact that this is being brought up now, like you would think this would have been brought up since launch. People were saying that like when Shockwaves are coming out, and him saying that now, the design director, in my personal opinion, it's a little weird he's saying that. But there's a lot of items that are skillful like that. Like you say that about cars. Is it skillful to hop in a car and then press boost and literally travel across the map in 2 seconds? Like back in chapter 2, when you drove a car on land, it didn't go nowhere. It's like people were using boats on land. And you had to use chonker tires to go on land or to go up mountains as well. You couldn't just hold boost, and chonker tires are for off-road, and now they got rid of that. And you could literally just go on land. Like cars are just fast on land. Is that skillful? Like there's so many parallels I can relate to that. So I don't like the words he's using there. But I don't know. This debate should have been settled and done with, to my personal opinion. And I want to read one more thing. This was a reply to Croc Wing. He said, he made several posts asking to vault Shockwave grenades from Battle Royale. The new design director also considered Nick's opinion, not the player's opinion, especially those in zero build mode. So yeah, this is my another problem, right? Why does Fortnite have a unified vaulting system, right? Why aren't there items and builds that should be vaulted in zero builds and vice versa? Like in zero builds, we have porta forts, we have the throwable launch pads. Those might be in Battle Royale. I'm not too sure, but there are definitely, I think those are probably the only 2 items in which separated. So like, I don't know what they're doing with this unified loot pool. In my personal opinion, zero build should have like impulses. It should have shockwaves. It should have all these mobility items because there's no building. Effectively and objectively, you're going to be traveling slower because there's no building, right? And also for defenses, also for you know, people engaging you, for you running away, you got to have more mobility items. And like shield bubble juniors as well for protection because there's no building. But like for builds, like they just vault these shockwaves, which are really useful for zero builds. And I haven't really concluded if I'm like pro shockwave or not. Like, let me know down in the comments. Are you guys pro shockwave or not pro shockwave? I low-key think I think I'm like kind of going a little bit towards pro shockwave in the game because I play zero builds mainly, basically, right? And I assume most of you guys do because that's most of the casual player base is zero builds. Or actually, I don't know if that's true. Don't quote me on that one, by the way. Imagine I snipe him. Like, they should have just vaulted in builds because the clip was Nick A30 doing it in builds and had nothing to do with zero builds. And they should want to vault in zero builds as well, which makes no sense completely. I think shockwaves are good. And like, there's just so many items. Like, this shouldn't even be happening, to be honest. Imagine. Like, I'm gonna be trying to get a win here, and I don't know if. Oh no, shockwaves would be good right now. You know, what'd be good right now? Shockwaves. Oh god. I do want to read a couple more things though. So by the way, Nicky30 did a swear. Oh my god, he sweared, guys. He squared. Oh my god, he sweared for the first time because he was raging that when Shockwaves got basically deleted, maybe because of him, who knows, that he tried to crash pad and that ended up killing him or something like that. But he ended up swearing or accidentally swearing. I think he said the S word. I think he said it a couple times actually. But he also said, I just streamed 12 hours of Fortnite with Shockwaves vaulted. Game is still fun. There's still mobility, crash pads, wingsuits, guards. There's still shield bubbles and bunkers. Stick of Truth feels rare and fun to grind. You see, it's so hard for me to have a stance on this because I'm like, I want to be pro shockwave because I just love having like stacks of shockwaves on me. So when somebody rushes me, I can dip as fast as I can, right? But on the other hand, I understand that shockwaves do take like no skill. But like all those other items do take a little bit more skill, like the windsuits. You have to know crash pads definitely you have to make your character, you have to move your character in a certain way to actually go where you want to go. Although I think regular crash pads should be in the game. I don't like it. I hate crash pad juniors. Cars are kind of like no chonkers, so it's like cars are kind of unbalanced, to be honest. Shield bubblers and bunkers, yeah. Stick of Truth feels. So he's mainly talking about zero build there. But like, I don't know. I just love having shockwaves. Not for the rushing, because I don't really rush people like that with shockwaves. Or no, like I'll do it because it's an option, you know. But shockwaves for me are mainly an escape card. Like, I feel like they shouldn't have been vaulted. I feel like all they had to do was make them more rare. Make them more rare and make it so you can have like a million them on you. I'm about to run out of ammo. I'm gonna have to spray and pray this dude. Hiding over there. Alright, let's disengage this dude for now because I have no shotgun ammo. Also, the shotgun's it's insanely broken. Still not nerfed. Literally just hold down left click and kill everybody if you have the ammo. And a higher rarity one. They gotta get rid of the shotgun next season. I'm so sick of it. Oh, there's ammo right here though. Or at least add like something else back. Something better. I'm not gonna say like the pump, but just I don't know, maybe like the heavy, or just buff the other ones because they're just so insanely weak. Get off of this, please. But yeah, I just love dipping. So once again, I want to know what you guys think about the Shockwave situation. It's really not a big deal, but it's still just the memeing. He's doing this memeing going on with it, and it's just one item. Like, I understand the viewpoint is they're not really skillful. Like I said, all those other items take actual kind of more skill than Shockwaves, but they're just so incredibly crucial for zero builds. I'm not saying they're mandatory or they have to have Shockwaves for zero builds to be a good experience, because personally, I am actually a more of a you know, on the boots, grounded type player, where I love when the game has limited I call it like limited fun items, because too many fun mobility items get a little bit annoying after a while. But I feel like Shockwaves always were okay to have, and everybody agreed that Shockwaves is pretty good. My game is freezing, by the way, since last update. I think that's been said, so if you guys are freezing, let me know. But yeah, they could just limit them, make them harder to use, like more time when you throw it on the ground. You can do impulses were pretty good, because there's a risk there, because when you impulse, you're gonna be you might take fall damage, or you're gonna take fall damage, and you know, you can actually impulse people off mountains and stuff and kill them. So I really don't know. Like, I really don't know about this drama going on right now. But they're vaulted, and I don't know if they'll bring them back. They might, like, a lot of players complain, but honestly, I think right now it's dying down. So he's over there. That's not good. It doesn't even matter, because next season they're gonna add something just like Shockwaves, and it's just like, this ain't gonna matter. You know, we've been through this before. They're acting like this is like they're like a new heart. They turned a new stone. Actually, is it fundamentally important to, and it's not skillful throwing something at your feet, and then the next season they add something even worse than Shockwaves, and you throw it on the ground or use it, and it teleports you across the map, and you're getting flung or something. They had some, I call it crackhead movement. They had some crackhead movement item next season, some insanely broken item, and it just, like, well, whatever happened to the questioning? There's no more questioning going on. It's just, so it's just, I don't know. Oh, he's got knocked. All right. I'm not even going to go back for him. But yeah, just such a double standard, so who knows? There's also a lot of competition going around with Fortnite, so they're really trying to please people. And I don't know what information they say they're getting it from the players, but where? Imagine. Oh, there's no building. Forgot. Like chapter 2, like the waterfall. This boy's stuck under here. What the heck, bro? He's got 3 legendary TAC ARs. Oh my god. Calm down, bro. This is actually probably an overpowered spot for bots, because they would probably fall down here and all get trapped right here, and you could just loot them. I should try that in like a separate game to see if that's actually how that works. But I don't know. We'll try to do something here. I don't like these storm circles. I hate them. Oh, stick of truth. Uh-oh. Once again, I never even played this update yet, so I think the stick of truth doesn't give you those lightning abilities. I know there's like that Kenny item where you have a respawn. Oh, basically, I guess more like a, yeah, I mean, yeah, like a reboot or respawn or whatever. When you die, but you I don't think they can. You got to be in a way where they can't finish you off, because there's like an animation. But yeah, I don't like the storm circle way too fast. The shapes are cool, but I don't like how it's going like this. They changed that since like chapter 4. Also, I got another video I'm cooking too, so subscribe, leave a like, and leave a comment as well. I want to know what you guys think about this whole situation. But I got another video in the cooking about what I just said there, the storm circles, and something else actually. So you'll have to subscribe and see. I mean, right now I have no mobility on me regardless. So I mean, I guess I could have porta bunkers. You either have mobility or defense. I guess defense would be better for me right now. I gotta use a med kit. What am I doing? I'm running around with 75 health. Also, when does season 2 start? Does that start soon? I think it starts in like a month or something, no? I haven't really checked, honestly. I've been kind of out of the loop on Fortnite for a little bit. Bro, the freezing is getting insane. All right, I changed some settings around. I don't know if that's going to fix the freezing or what. It'll probably keep freezing. I think I've seen some issues about it since the South Park update or whatever. And it's just Fortnite in general. It's just such an unoptimized video game. The stick of truth, somebody is summoning the final storm. Oh, that's what it does. Oh, I saw a clip about that. You could summon the storm. That's why the storm's going so fast, isn't it? Because of the stick of truth. Okay, I should engage him. If I just go behind him real quick. Take this dude out. But I hope in the future, like, it's crazy. It reminds me of like Season X when all these creators hated the mechs and they were like back then they're like pro community. They weren't going to get rid of the mechs. They nerfed them, but they didn't get rid of them. When you got all these people screaming like courage, saying nerf the mechs or whatever, or he said F the mechs actually. But they wanted the mechs gone and they kept it. But now they just like, as soon as a content creator says Shockwaves are terrible, I hate Shockwave so much, they're so unskilled, puts a tweet out, gets views, and then just gone the next day. It's just gone. Some dev sees, oh, we got to get rid of it. Screw the player base. Screw the other player bases in the other modes as well, because he was doing it in a build mode. But I don't know if I believe that director or not. I mean, I guess it's maybe it's just really bad timing. I gotta give them more credit. I will say Nick A30 does have a lot of is it explosive? No, it's sovereign. I guess I'll grab it. Whatever, I'll die with it because it's not the double one. But I will say, like, these creators, they really shape the opinions of video games, honestly. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say, well, actually, what they say is it's up to the players. It's really not. It's kind of up to these content creators. Because if the content creators aren't playing the game, then less people are going to be playing the game, and less people are going to be downloading the game and finding the game and stuff. You need the content creators to have your game get popular and and stay popular too. If they're not making videos on it, like a lot of these creators are switching art creators, they're really getting antsy. Something's got to change. Oh, there's a special. I call it also, what do you guys call that? I call that it's a rare chest, but I call it a special chest. I like that name better. Also, this is pretty good. This cheesy poofs. Wait, you can throw it? That's pretty cool. What do you guys think about this South Park update? I think it's actually pretty... honestly, I think it's pretty awesome. The storm's going in. Can I use this? Oh, I threw some of it. The dude in the car. He's dead. So rusty. We gotta get up here. Run up. Oh, those are dualies right there. Alright, we got some crash pads. I should actually grab those. Wow, that storm's going so fast. Holy schmoly. Someone's knocked. They're gonna die down here. No, screw that. We gotta figure out who's up here. He's on the tree. Or he's in a car, actually. What the heck? What the heck? Just heal up. He's below me. Twin hammer. Oh, we're done. Oh, he's done. Where did he go? Is he here still? I think he's below me. Oh no, he's in the cave below me. Oh no. That's actually really bad. Do I have any heals? Uh-oh. Oh, there's a heal off. Oh no. Oh, he's knocked. Is he dead? Come on, die, please. Please die, 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 please die. Alright, I'm guessing he had the South Park item. I had no heals. Alright, what do you guys think about that? I actually thought I was gonna win that heal off, but apparently he had heals on him or something. Also this. What do you think about Lego? Zero, absolutely zero. But what do you guys think about this situation going on? Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.